the class. I have already taught you design of compound column before the pujas. Today we will take up how to design lacing and batten. That was the planning, no, Rishi?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
আরে কম্পাউন্ড কলাম পুরো করে দিয়েছিলাম তো, রুফ লেগ, ক্রেন লেগ সব করে দিয়েছিলাম তো।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ।
Okay. See, if you want to make a compound column, rather the components of the compound column to behave as a single unit, then you have to either lace or batten the individual components. The design of lacing and design of battens are very, very easy topics. Just keep in mind, you can also note it down, that batten is basically a small beam and lacing members are basically small truss members. This you have to remember. I'm repeating. In order to make the defined components of a compound column behave together as a single unit, you need to batten them or lace them. Now, lacing members are inclined members which basically behave as truss members, means axially loaded members, and batten members basically behave as small beams. Now, if you want to hold two portions of a column together by using lacing or batten, then the lacing or batten system must be capable of resisting a load, horizontal load, which is 2.5% of the vertical maximum axial force on the compound column. I'm repeating. If a vertical compound column has an axial force of 100 kilonewton, then the lacing or the batten system, whatever you provide, that must be capable of resisting a horizontal shear of 2.5 kilonewton. Now see, in a particular compound column, if in addition to the axial force, some shear force is there, which will be there in the present case. In the present case, there are wind forces and therefore horizontal shear itself is there. In that case, you have to take that horizontal shear and you have to add 2.5% of the axial force. Is it clear to you? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Initially, I have told you how a lacing or a batten plate behave. They behave basically as an axially forced members, axially loaded members, truss members, and beam members respectively. Then I have told you that what is the basic design criteria of lacing and batten plates. That is, they must be capable of taking a horizontal shear equal to 2.5% of the axial force, and if there is actually a shear acting, then that has to be taken also. This particular clause, if you read aloud, Rishi, এই ক্লজটা জোরে জোরে পড়ো। দাঁড়াও, এটা অনেক বেড়ে গেল, দাঁড়াও, পড়ো, জোরে জোরে পড়ো।
7.6.6.1
হ্যাঁ, জোরে জোরে পড়ো।
The lacing shall be proportioned to resist a total transverse shear VT.
Stop. Transverse মানে কি বলো? Transverse মানে হলো any force which is acting perpendicular to the main length of the member. That is called transverse. পড়ো।
At any point in the member equal to at least 2.5% of the axial force in the member and shall be divided equally among all transverse lacing systems in parallel planes.
ঠিক। এবার 7.6.6.2 টা পড়ো, তারপরেরটা পড়ো।
For member,
দাঁড়াও, একসাথে পড়ো।
For members carrying calculated bending stress due to eccentricity of loading, applied end moments and or lateral loading, the lacing shall be proportioned to resist the actual shear due to bending in addition to that specified in 7.6.6.1.
ঠিক, বুঝতে পেরেছো তোমরা? So whatever shear force you have calculated, you have solved the compound column, you have solved the crane leg, and therefore you know what is the horizontal shear at the base. That shear you have to take. In addition to that, the total maximum vertical reaction that you have got in the compound column, 2.5% of that has to be added. So against this particular shear force, the lacing has to be designed. Now, there are certain restrictions so far. The inclination of the lacing is concerned, the thickness of the lacing is concerned, and the width of the lacing is concerned. Okay. Just don't worry about it. The slenderness ratio of a laced column should be increased by 5%. Okay. Whenever you are lacing a column, you have two columns side by side, then they are laced. So you calculate Ixx and Iyy, and then Rxx and Ryy, and then lambda xx by lambda yy along the two directions, and you multiply them by 1.05.
In bolted or riveted construction, the minimum width of lacing bars shall be 3 times the nominal diameter of the end bolt or rivet.
Right. So the width of the lacing bar, that has got a minimum width restriction, but since we are welding it, there is no minimum width, but we can go for an approximate width. I'm elaborating. You tell me that in your compound column, what was the section of the individual legs? Aman, in the compound column consisted of two members. So what are the sections of the individual legs? তোমরা করেছো কম্পাউন্ড কলামটা বাড়িতে করেছো? যাতে পৌঁছেছো? খুব ভালো। হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে। এখন 3:30। শোনো হ্যালো। ঋষি, can you hear me?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, শোনা যাচ্ছে।
তুই বলো, কম্পাউন্ড কলামটা ডিজাইন করেছো?
না স্যার, আমি ঠিক কমপ্লিট করতে পারিনি, মানে হয়ে ওঠেনি।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। Okay, let us assume, actually আমি কেন বলছিলাম, because if you design the individual components of the compound column, then you will be able to know that what flange thickness is required. Now, once you know the flange thickness, you know the diameter of the bolt, because in SP61, corresponding to the joists, the maximum size of bolt that is permissible, that is given. Taito, it has been given. Have you seen? সেটা কি তোমরা দেখেছো? হ্যালো, তোমরা এটা দেখতে পাচ্ছো? Is it visible?
Yes sir.
Okay. Say for example, your individual members are ISME 500. Okay. So if it is ISME 500, then you see the maximum size of flange rivet কত বলো? কত? 28. And therefore তোমার লেসিং থিকনেস কত হবে বলো? লেসিং প্লেটের উইডথ কত হবে? 3 into 28, তাই তো? 3 into 28 is 84. You can go for 100 mm width of lacing plate. Got the idea? In this particular case, we are not using bolts, we are not using rivets, but just to get a tentative idea, you know the section which you have used. Corresponding to that section, what rivet is suitable, although we are not using rivets, but you can get the diameter of the rivet which would have been required, and thrice of that will give you the width, but that is the minimum width, so you round it up to a decent figure. Okay, now come to thickness of lacing bar. Rishi, পরেরটা কি বলেছে?
The thickness of flat lacing bars shall not be less than 1/40th of its effective length for single lacings and 1/60th of the effective length for double lacings.
Right. Acha, you tell me that the thickness of the lacing board shall not be less than 1/40th of its effective length. আচ্ছা, এবার কি হচ্ছে শোনো, if you look at the lacing plates, if you look at the diagram of the lacing plates, you can either bolt them or you can weld them. Now if you weld them, please look here, if you weld them, then you will weld it all around, তাই না? You will weld it all around. Now if you weld it all around, then a fixity will be created. Now if a fixity is created, then whatever geometric length is there, you can take the effective length as 0.7 of that length. Now let us see that what effective length the court has specified. Effective length দেখো কোনো কিছু বলেছে? রাইট, ঋষি এই জায়গাটা জোরে জোরে পড়ো। ইনওয়েল্ডেড বলো, ইনওয়েল্ডেড পড়ো।
In welded construction, the effective length shall be taken as 0.7 times the distance between the inner ends of welds connecting the single lacing bars to the members.
Right, inner ends of the weld, তাহলে বুঝতেই পারছো ইনার এন্ডস মানে হলো তুমি তো এই তো লেসিং প্লেটটা আছে, এই যে জায়গাটা ইনার এন্ড, আর এই যে ইনার এন্ড, you take this length and multiply it by 0.7. Okay, so then you get the effective length. Now you tell me, you know the effective length, so once you know the effective length, then for single lacing you can divide it by 40. So 1/40th of the effective length, that is the minimum thickness of the lacing bar. But obviously you can provide something more. If you get say 12.2 millimeter or whatever, you can provide 16 millimeter thick or 20 millimeter thick plate. So the cross section of the lacing bar, now I know the width, I know the thickness, I know, so the cross section I know. Now how the lacing bars will be placed, এটা একটু পড়ো, জোরে পড়ো।
Lacing bars, whether in double or single systems, shall be inclined at an angle not less than 40 degree nor more than 70 degree to the axis of the built-up member.
Axis of the built-up member, তার মানে হলো এই যে axis, তো এই axis, বুঝতে পারছো, vertical axis, এই যে axis. So you have to see that the lacing bar, the inclination of the lacing bar shall be between 40 degree to 70 degree with the axis of the main member, which I personally normally make as 45 degree. তোমরা বুঝতে পেরেছো না পারোনি বলো, please tell me. So the orientation is known, but there is another criteria, which is this criteria, which is very important. ঋষি পড়ো জোরে জোরে। The maximum spacing of lacing bar, পড়ো।
The maximum spacing of lacing bars, whether connected by bolting, riveting, or welding, shall also be such that the maximum slenderness ratio of the components of the main member between consecutive lacing connections is not greater than 50 or 0.7 times the most unfavorable slenderness ratio of the member as a whole, whichever is less.
Right, whichever is less. আচ্ছা, এবার শোনো, you know that, see, we have connected the members by lacings, but between the lacings this portion is unsupported. Do you agree? This individual leg is unsupported between the lacings. So this single member, if you take the RYY value, that is the worst RYY value. And if you take the entire column, means the compound cross section, multiply that by 1.05, because in laced column the slenderness ratio must be multiplied by 1.05. You take the entire column, you calculate lambda xx and lambda yy, and you multiply the greater lambda, because worst lambda means greater lambda, that by 1.05. So try to understand what this clause is telling. খুব মন দিয়ে শুনবে তোমরা। ওরা বলতে চাইছে যে তুমি you keep the inclination of the lacing at an angle between 40 degree to 70 degree with the axis of the main member. Moreover, the portion of the main member between the lacing connections, অর্থাৎ যেই দুটো লেসিং পয়েন্টের মধ্যে মাঝখানে যে অংশটুকু, if you take the slenderness ratio of that part, that cannot exceed 50, 50 এর বেশি হতে পারবে না, and it cannot exceed 0.7 of the most unfavorable slenderness ratio of the member as a whole. তোমরা কেউ বুঝতে না পারলে আমাকে প্লিজ জিজ্ঞাসা করো, বলো বলো তোমাদের কোনো বুঝতে অসুবিধা হয়েছে? এনিবডি? ঋষি বুঝতে পেরেছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
অর্ঘদেব? Orgadev, have you understood?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So there are basically two criteria. One is that the angle of the lacing with the vertical axis should be between 40 degree to 70 degree. That is okay. And next, they are telling you, okay, fine. The lacing members are getting connected to the main members, but the portion of the main member between the lacing points, that is unsupported. So you get the lambda value of that portion, and that particular lambda of that portion cannot exceed 50 or cannot exceed 0.7 times of the worst slenderness ratio of the section as a whole. And keep in mind that in laced columns, the slenderness ratio values will be multiplied by 1.05. Come on. Pesh. So my configuration is totally complete, and I know what force I have to take. I have to take 2.5% of this thing, 2.5% of the axial force plus the horizontal shear. Acha. Now, as I told, that the lacing members should be designed as compression members, tension members, and you know that if a particular member is safe in compression, it is always safe in tension if the force is same. Now, I will come to the force, and then I will tell you that how to design it. Just hold for a second. ঋষি,
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
তোমাদের হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপ থেকে আমাকে একটা হ্যালো করো তো, হ্যালো পাঠাও। আমি এই
আচ্ছা
লেসিং মেম্বার ফোর্সটা এক্ষুনি তোমাকে ফটো তুলে পাঠাচ্ছি, তোমাদের গ্রুপে দিচ্ছি। Please look into the figure which I have sent you. পেয়েছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
You have seen the figure? Okay, fine. I have written VT. You know what is VT? VT is 2.5% of the axial force plus the actual shear. Now see, we will less, if we look at the plan, we'll less here and we'll less there also. So there are two planes of lacing, and therefore I have taken VT by 2. Is it clear?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it clear? Okay. Now, when that shear is acting away from the member, then the lacing members will be subjected to tension, and when the shear will acting towards the column, the lacing members will be subject to compression, and the value of theta, which lies between 70 degree to 40 degree, which I normally personally take as 45 degree, but I always check whether the slenderness ratio of the individual component is less than 50 or as 0.7 times the worst slenderness ratio. So you please tell me whether you can solve the tension and compression, which will be equal value, which will be of equal magnitude. Can you solve tension or compression value?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you tell me, you know the cross section of the lacing member, you know the axial force acting on the lacing member, you know that the slenderness ratio of the lacing member L by R, you know what's L by R. Now tell me, can you design it as a compression member? বলো, এফেক্টিভ লেংথ তুমি জানো, তুমি ক্রস সেকশন জানো, তুমি লোড জানো, তাহলে তুমি আমাকে বলো যে তুমি এটাকে কম্প্রেশন মেম্বারশিপ ডিজাইন করতে পারবে কি পারবে না, বলো। Please tell me if you have any confusion. Don't feel shy. ঋষি বুঝতে পারছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, বুঝতে পেরেছি।
অর্ঘদীপ, have you understood? ওকে, তাহলে এইভাবে লেসিং তোমরা ডিজাইন করে ফেলবে। আমি নেক্সট ক্লাসে তোমাদের ব্যাটেনটা বলে দেবো, ব্যাটেনটা আর বেস কানেকশন বললেই আমার পার্টটা শেষ হয়ে যাবে। ঠিক আছে? আমাদের কটা ক্লাস আছে ঋষিয়ার?
স্যার নেক্সট উইকটা তো বোধহয় ছুটি পড়ে যাবে, আমি শিওর নই।
আচ্ছা, 13 তারিখ তো আমাদের ক্লাস টেস্ট।
হ্যাঁ,
13 তারিখ ক্লাস টেস্ট। যা কিছু আমি পুজোর আগে অব্দি পড়েছি তাই থাকবে। 11টাতে তোমরা কোশ্চেন পেয়ে যাবে। আমার এস এম স্যারের আমার 10 নম্বর, এস এম স্যারের 20 নম্বর, এবং তোমরা বাই 12:40 পাঠাবে। একটু ধরো,
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
ঋষি অ্যাটেন্ডেন্সটা
স্যার
নিয়ে বলো বলো বলো।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, বলছি দুটো ক্লাস পাবেন স্যার, আরো 3rd আর 17th নভেম্বরে।
কোনো অসুবিধা নেই, পরের ক্লাসটাতে আমি ব্যাটেনটা, পরের ক্লাসটা কত তারিখ হচ্ছে গো?
3rd
থার্ডে
নভেম্বর।
ছুটি নাকি?
না না, 4th থেকে ছুটি, 3rd আপনি পাবেন ক্লাসটা।
হ্যাঁ, থার্ডে পাবো তো। থার্ডে আমি এটা পড়িয়ে দেবো, তোমাদের ব্যাটেনটা পড়িয়ে দেবো,
হ্যাঁ,
আর তোমাদের লাস্টটাতে বেস কানেকশন করে দেবো। ঠিক আছে?
ঠিক আছে।
অ্যাটেন্ডেন্সটা রেখো, আমি বেরোলাম ক্লাসটা থেকে। ওই দিন 13 তারিখে 11টার সময় কোশ্চেন পেয়ে যাবে, আর 12:40-এর মধ্যে জমা দিয়ে দেবে। কেমন? আমারটা আমার কাছে, এস এম স্যার এস এম এর কাছে। ঠিক আছে?
হুম।
আচ্ছা, তোমরা ভালো থেকো, আমি বেরিয়ে যাচ্ছি।